Hello, my readers. First of all, I'd just like to thank all of those who most recently started following the story. I honestly wasn't expecting this many so quickly.
Thank you to both of you.
Anyways, I'm sorry for the delay in posting of the next chapter, but I was on a little vacation and I wanted to enjoy the time I have off. But now I'm ready to get back into it, especially with the second half of the season of Wednesday is only 14 days away.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to enjoy my life rather than writing this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Ungrateful pieces of shit.
Lastly, for those of you that have commented, I can't tell you how much I appreciate your feedback and insights that helped a lot with my motivation in getting the next chapter ready. As for this one, it will wrap up the first episode. Enjoy.
This has been a long episode.
Yeah.
Damn.
At the Founder's Pyre.
The Founder's Pier was a whirlwind of purple lights and shadows. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation. The students of Nevermore Academy had gathered around a spectacle that seemed to have sprung from the pages of a Gothic novel. In the center of the pier stood a monumental sculpture of a raven, its body and wings woven from a tapestry of sticks and twigs, reaching towards the sky like a twisted organic cathedral. Wednesday and Enid pushed through the throng of students, their eyes peeled for any sign of the one-eyed crow or the book thief. The murmur of the crowd was like a distant tide, muffled by their shared sense of urgency. The pier was a labyrinth of whispers and laughter, a masquerade of faces hiding behind masks of innocence.
Wait, a masquerade.
A masquerade of faces behind masks.
Yeah.
If we get to another line that says anything about anticipation, can you do the anticipation?
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
As they approached the Founder's Pyre, the flaming sculpture of the raven loomed over them, casting jagged shadows that danced with the flickering light. The book rested atop it, bound with thick ropes, the pages fluttering in the breeze from the nearby lake like a silent scream for help.
How?
Useless. Got it.
Wednesday's eyes darted around the crowd, her heightened senses tuned for any sign of the stalker. She knew they were there, somewhere in the sea of faces, watching her, enjoying the thrill of their twisted game.
Keep your eyes open.
No,
oh, wait, no, that's Wednesday.
Actually, this is Wednesday.
Damn.
Everybody drink.
Keep your eyes open.
She said to Enid, her tone a low, cold current beneath the festival noise.
The stalker is here, watching. I can feel it. Look for anyone who stares too long. Anyone whose interest lingers where it shouldn't.
Enid scanned the crowd, bouncing slightly on her heels.
And what about you?
I'm retrieving my property.
Wednesday said, already slipping into the deeper shadows along the pyre's edge. Enid, still looking in the opposite direction, nodded absently.
Who isn't watching us?
She murmured, almost to herself. Her answer came immediately in the form of a cluster of Nevermore students swarming her like moths to glitter.
Huh.
Glitter?
What?
Maybe if it was like
Glitter?
gay moths to
Also-
glitter.
Okay, well, that
Also-
makes sense.
Does
Because
it?
she said, who isn't watching us?
Right. Well, that's what I
And
was
so-
saying.
Yeah, they swarmed her like moths to glitter. In other words, they completely ignored her, and the question was answered.
But what about this next
it's all a
sentence?
riddle. They brandished selfie sticks and iPhones at all angles, flashlights and camera flashes punctuating the night like erratic lightning.
Enid, smile.
One of them called. Without missing a beat, she tilted her head, baring teeth in a dazzling practiced pose. Sorry, Michael bared his teeth in such a way that was funny. She leaned into frame, nails grazing her cheek like she'd stepped off a Pop Idol poster, completely assimilating to the mood. 1 second, she was blowing a kiss to the camera. The next, she was throwing up finger hearts and winking like a seasoned influencer under siege. Sorry, point of order. Is Enid famous or something?
She is now, baby.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
who knows?
The crowd
I just
ate
know
it up.
that she shouldn't have ate that many finger hearts because they will upset your stomach. If you chew them up.
You vomit them all over the place.
And now the crowd's eating them up. Oh my god.
Yeah, now the crowd ate it up. Ew! Oblivious to the shadows swallowing her monochrome roommate just meters away. From the corner of her eye, Wednesday caught the unmistakable glint of a phone flash. Not the surveillance kind, but the insipid social media saturated variety. She turned her head just enough to see Enid mid-duck lip pose, framed by at least 3 selfie sticks, a pack of squealing classmates orbiting her like she was the festival's main attraction. Wednesday's eyelids lowered to half-mast. Okay. Wow.
Easily distracted by bright lights and validation. Typical.
She changed course, her boots clicking sharply against the weathered boards as she cut back through the cluster. A few students flinched as her shadow fell over them. One lowered his phone as though the lens itself had been judged unworthy.
What? The lens itself.
Yeah.
You know how when the lens itself has been judged unworthy and you have to lower
Right.
your phone?
Yeah.
Happens
yeah.
to me all the time.
Like, yeah. Down, you fool.
I feel like, what is that? Kubrick maybe does that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Judges phone lenses as unworthy.
It's also David Lynch watching it on an 8-inch screen.
Oh, it's me. I thought it was Enid. That would be dumb, though. Me! Okay. Enid.
Wednesday's voice sliced through the chatter, cool and surgical.
Why would Wednesday's voice do that? It's always slow and, oh, well.
And pointy.
That's why it slices so precisely with such precision.
Like a marshmallow.
Enid startled, half turning toward her, still waving absently at someone holding their camera high.
Oh, sorry. I was...
Acutely aware of what you were doing.
Wednesday interrupted, her gaze unwavering.
Cease and desist. Right now.
The warmth in Enid's face cooled slightly.
Okay, jeez. I was just...
Providing the stalker the perfect cover to watch me without interference.
Wednesday said flatly.
Eyes up. Scan the crowd. If you see anyone watching me or us more than they should, I want to know before I'll be forced to find out the gruesome way. Understood?
Enid sighed but straightened, letting her gaze sweep the festival in a more purposeful way.
Yep, crystal clear wets.
Wednesday studied her for another beat to make sure the message had actually penetrated, then turned toward the looming pyre. Its flames licked upward, clawing at the air, and the bound manuscript on top quivered like prey awaiting execution.
Spitfire says she's on the lookout for mafia assassins.
Yeah.
She's got to spy on their motives. Oh, wait, so which one?
Which one is this? Yeah, it must be me.
It was Wednesday,
I'll check the pyre.
she said.
Keep my back covered. If anything happens, you have precisely 3 seconds to respond before I assume you're useless and act accordingly.
Enid made a mock salute.
Yes, ma'am. Also, I want to just say, like, Wednesday is telling Enid, make sure nobody's looking at me or you or both of us too much. While Enid is surrounded by people, like, gawking over her.
Well, apparently just
Well, she
because
stopped
she
that
quit.
right now.
they just walked away. I don't know why. I guess they were scared by
their lenses were all deemed unworthy.
It was truly her 15 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
And
Please
they were
assess
up.
the worthiness of your lenses. I think you realize you need to lower your phones.
They left in shame.
By the way, I looked her up, and she's not famous. She's just from San Francisco, and she's sort of, she's Wednesday's best friend in the show, but she's sort of like her exact opposite. Like she's
Right.
Right.
Oh my god, I gotta get a picture with her. That's crazy.
You know,
Right?
I actually saw them on cereal boxes when I was grocery
really?
shopping
Wow.
recently.
Wow.
That's crazy. Did you get a
She's-
picture?
You
she's
should have
also
taken a
on the,
selfie.
Yeah,
She's
was your
also on the
lens
fencing
worthy?
Should have. No, my lens was not worthy.
Did the cereal have marshmallow finger hearts?
Should have.
Because you will barf those up so fast.
Okay. Wednesday didn't dignify it with a response. She stepped into the press of the crowd again, her black silhouette merging with the shadows that ringed the blaze. The pigtailed creature moved like a buzzsaw cutting through the crowd towards the pyre, with Enid trailing a half step behind her, with more bounce than stealth. The press of bodies on the pier swelled and contracted in pockets, each cluster a swirl of light, perfume, wood smoke, and chatter.
Good try on that one. I'll give you a good try on that sentence.
They passed a group of Caliban boys gathered near the railing, Ajax in the middle, his purple beanie catching glints from the pyre's glow, surrounded by a few younger, wide-eyed first years. They were listening to Eugene, who was gesturing animatedly, hands cutting through the air as though he could sculpt his story into reality.
It's close. Close to a scalpel, but
Pugsley and Edward stood slightly apart from them, posted like two very different gargoyles, one sloppy and eager, the other a monument to precision and detachment. At the mere sight of Enid, Ajax's expression shifted. Without a word, he peeled away from his group, falling into silent step a few paces behind her, gaze fixed on her like a moth drawn to neon.
okay.
So now a moth
Okay.
is drawn to neon. It's better than glitter.
yeah.
At least
welcome, Sean.
Hello,
Moths
Sean.
just have a lot of different things they really like, I guess.
God forbid women have hobbies, Michael.
in this universe, moths have very interesting tastes. They like all
Yeah,
kinds of-
yeah.
Yeah.
Glitter and neon so far.
Wednesday didn't break stride, but her eyes flicked sideways just enough to mark his presence. Edward also noticed, though he said nothing. His attention swiveled to Pugsley, who was wearing that very auspicious look aglint that Edward knew from experience spelled trouble. And in Pugsley's case, trouble generally meant something far worse than anyone anticipated.
I mean, isn't that in any case? Trouble is generally something worse than you anticipated. I mean,
No,
I forgot to
no.
anticipate.
I mean,
As soon as Ajax was out of sight, Pugsley nudged Eugene and Edward.
What's the bonfire lit?
He whispered with barely contained glee.
I'm sneaking off to the skull tree to dig up that dead kid from the legend. Who's coming with me?
The younger Caliban boys stared at him as though he'd just suggested they eat glass. One even shifted uncomfortably, muttering something about needing to go find the snack table. Eugene managed an
glass.
almost equally unsettling look, though his voice was polished with polite deflection.
polite deflection.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Tonight's kind of my big night, Pugs. Principal Dort's putting me in the spotlight for helping save the school. Gotta focus.
He turned away quickly, cutting off any further persuasion. Pugsley's shoulders sagged. He looked down, jaw tightening, the familiar weight of rejection settling over him. Once again, nobody wanted to be his partner in crime. Except...
I'll participate in your devious venture.
Edward said evenly, voice lacking even a hint of hesitation. Pugsley blinked, momentarily stunned. Then his shock dissolved into a grin that split his face.
Wait. Seriously?
I am always serious.
Edward replied.
Though perhaps not in ways most people can comprehend. Yep. That's me.
I often do things
smile.
in serious smile face.
Pugsley's smile widened.
Thanks, man.
He slung an arm over Edward's shoulders in a clumsy but heartfelt gesture. Edward's body remained rigid at first, his expression as unreadable as carved stone. Then, finally, he turned his eyes towards
I
Pugsley.
find it quite easy to read the expressions of stone that's been carved into expressions.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not mistake my agreement as an act of kindness. This is merely the first stage, an experimental trial, an exploration of the endeavors of so-called friendship. Even if those endeavors are executed by the most pointless Homo sapiens, that do the most confounding activities that inevitably end in chaos.
Okay, he is Twilight Sparkle. His story
Yeah,
arc is straight
yeah.
up like Twilight Sparkle.
Yep.
Like, there's nothing about friendship in these books. However,
He continued, his tone sharpening into a quiet lecture.
to maintain my status quo, logic dictates action. A revolt against the chains of my probation. Engaging in this forbidden act under the cover of shadows will test my ability to operate in plain sight without exposure. It is an opportunity to demonstrate authority and mental superiority through rebellion.
Authority?
He just reads like Peridot now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that kind of
another-
greenish color. He totally reads like that.
It's
To
probably the
maintain my
color of his
status
suit.
quo, logic dictates action. A revolt against the chains of my probation. Engaging in this forbidden act under the cover of shadows will test my ability.
Okay, hold on. Now,
There
like
is a
my
similarity
Peridot
to the voice
is
now.
merging right into my Ben Shapiro now. And
That's amazing. I never
It's alarming.
Ben Shapiro.
Peridot is from Steven Universe. Okay. Pugsley gave him a long, blank stare, gears grinding audibly in his head.
Right. Thanks anyway.
Edward's lips curled faintly, not quite a smile.
Additionally, the mathematical probabilities surrounding you, my intriguing paradox suggest.
Yep.
What? Additionally, the mathematical probabilities surrounding you, my intriguing paradox suggest a high statistical likelihood that your grave robbing escapade at the skull tree will end in either catastrophic disorder or something considerably worse for everyone but yourself. Therefore, it is only logical that I maintain a supervisory role to contain the disaster and to prevent your untimely death. Not because I fear it, but because it would attract unwanted suspicion towards me and incur the wrath of your sister.
You kept getting caught on high, and it sounded like Ben was really wanting to say Heil there. Heil.
Yeah.
I don't know why that keeps happening to me.
Is there more?
Yes,
There is
you
one.
wanted.
Yeah, he's
There's
on
a
it.
lot.
Oh, he's on one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You might take us right up to the half hour here.
While I am not afraid of her,
He added.
emotional chemical reactions have been known to trigger certain illogical decisions which, under the right circumstances, ensure victory with proper motivation. Despite how much she denies feeling the merits of emotion almost as much as I do, I can anticipate that her retaliation in response to an unsanctioned activity without her, knowing with me as a party as a party primarily involved, will have a catastrophic consequences of epic proportions.
Primarily,
He doesn't make it.
Primarily involved. For one of the hardest things about logic and evolutionary intellect is the ability of foresight and being able to play on the probabilities that are not always favorable for myself. Therefore, in order to maintain self-preservation, it is the lesser of the two results that I become involved in your disastrous endeavor, Pugs.
If any story has ever called for a pervert cow to show up, I think this is the spot.
Spitfire says he means boners for the emotional chemical reactions or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's illegal, illogical.
If you want to be pedestrian about it, yeah, a boner.
Pugsley's confusion.
Sorry, does anyone have you seen the panel from like an old
Yes.
57.
We've all
Batman strip?
chortled, we've
I
all
don't think-
chortled at Joker's boner.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
good.
yes, yeah.
What?
Uh,
All right, whatever.
Chortle at my boner, will they?
You've
I remember
almost certainly seen those. Okay, Pugsley's confusion didn't last more than a heartbeat before his grin snapped back into place.
Oh, yes.
There's
Cool. You might get my line. Cool.
Yeah.
Still glad you're in.
That's why
Edward-
Send him off again.
Edward said nothing, though the faintest glimmer in his eye suggested that, for reasons entirely his own, he was.
I mean, also the
It's a
past
much-
10 paragraphs suggested that.
Yeah, just trying to gussy up. I think, therefore I am. I think is what that sentence was.
Yeah.
Edward's gaze shifted toward the pyre where Wednesday and Enid were weaving through the crowd. His expression remained inscrutable, but there was a glint, the kind of quiet calculation that preceded a move in a chess game only he could see.
If you're the only one playing.
Oh, God, he goes
Yeah.
on.
There's only one condition, though. You wait for when I give the word for something else is going on. He's breaking down, right? And it's making me feel like I'm going insane, but these sentences don't make any
They
sense.
don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Edward told Pugsley, his voice low enough to be absorbed by the ambient hum of the festival.
Oh, okay. I'll do it in a voice low enough to be completely absorbed by the ambience.
From the festival.
There.
Oh, it
Yeah, that was
was
like
thoroughly
subsonic.
absorbed. Yeah, wow.
I can sense a puzzle waiting for me, and, unsurprisingly, it connects back to your sister. I intend to act when the moment is precise. Every successful maneuver in our ongoing mental war deepens my victory over her, and I do not squander such opportunities.
Now the moment itself has to be precise, my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pugsley grinned.
Got it. Oh, wait.
He's gonna wait
cut.
to dig up a body.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's
No,
been
we
there a
should
long
do this
time.
paragraph and
It'll
then we
still be
cut.
fine.
Okay.
Satisfied, Edward slid his hands into his pockets and began to follow after Ajax. Not hurried, not conspicuous, simply blending into the ebb and flow of the student body crowd like a ripple in still water. Okay, now.
Okay.
Is still water with
Well,
a
there's
ripple
no ebb and flow.
still water?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
like, 'cause
still
that's-
underneath the ripples.
All right.
Because that's the most conspicuous thing possible.
Spitfire said, "You might be wondering why I didn't mention a drummer. Well, we do."
All right. That was a riddle on Wednesday,
Be right back.
Chapter 7, Part 1, by Comics Merger 78.
Thank you.
What
Comics
does going
Murder
and
78.
digging up the body have to do with Wednesday? I didn't follow any of that.
It doesn't.
It's
Why is
it's
he pairing
it's-
up the Riddler with Pugsley to do like college pranks?
they're digging up the body because the Ajax was telling a scary story about it, and so like he's gonna prove that he's not scared.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
really?
Yeah.
I mean, right? I mean, maybe
Yeah.
there's another
Yeah.
thing going
I mean,
on. but-
that's Pugsley's motivation, yes.
Oh, I just figured Pugsley was more like doing it for a childish prank, but I think Riddler is interested because everybody was like, because he's like, I'm not going to go do it because I don't want to go outside. And everybody was like, oh, you're just scared. And he's like, I don't give a shit about the dead body.
Michael, weren't you listening? He is it purely logical decision? Okay, yeah.
Also, he might be falling for Pugsley.